Dear faculty colleagues, good morning. I welcome you all for this year's Industry Interface program. First of all, I sincerely thank you all for agreeing to mentor students group this year. We appreciate you for putting in your valuable time and efforts for this activity. You will be glad to know that the number of companies participating in the IIP is increasing year on year, and this year we have 43 companies. You will also see that you all have given a lot of feedback points during the meeting with the director on IIP. All your feedback points have been actioned. We have taken the projects and put it all for your selection, and I am happy to inform you all that every project that you have picked up has been personally selected by you of a project of your interest, and I am sure it will help you to give your best to make sure the project is very, very successful. As most of you are aware, Industry Interface Program is an initiative taken up to familiarize students with the nitty-gritties of how an industry or a business establishment functions. Through the IIP, we want the students to practically understand good practices followed by different companies and experience a real life business problems or organizational challenge. Apart from the faculty mentor, each group will also be guided by an industry mentor from the company they are visiting. They will all be able to bring in an outsider perspective to address organizational challenge in a more effective and efficient way. Before commencing the industry visits, all students have been made to undergo 4 theory sessions during their first term. During these sessions, conducted by Professor Rishi himself, supported by Professor Gopal and myself, we covered Harvard article on why and how to do a practical plant visit, how to prepare an organizational profile and organizational analysis, and also techniques to understand the maturity of processes and results in an organization. I'll soon be sharing all the slides used by us during the theory sessions and also the Harvard paper used. A midterm examination will be conducted on 6th of September this year on the theory of portions, which will have 20% weightage in the assessment. These marks will be forwarded to you by the Industry Interface Office. The second phase of the program, which includes the visit, is for approximately 6 months. It will start in mid-September 2017 and will continue till February 2018. As you all are aware, IIP is a group exercise. We have already made students into groups of 5 to 6. There are a total of 100 groups this year. There is no limit for the number of visits to be made to the industry. However, from our side, we have kept 2 visits as mandatory for every group. Thereafter, visits can be made as per the project requirement as decided by you and the industry mentor. Coming to the transportation to visit the factories, the students have been asked to engage taxis to go to the industry and submit the bills to your approval first, and after you approve, the students will send the bills to the IIO for reimbursement. We follow the same days of visit as last year, that is, afternoons of Wednesdays and Saturdays are kept free to the students throughout the second and third term, and they can visit the company and meet the industry mentor and also meet you whenever required during this time. Apart from that, on all other days, students, though they are occupied in other classes, they can be reached on calls, and you can call them to your office at any mutually convenient time to ensure that they are in touch with you and communicate with you on the progress of their project. As I have told you earlier, every project group will be having an industry mentor from the company that they are visiting. The industry mentor will explain to the students and the faculty mentor and the scope of the projects and the deliverables expected from the students. It will be a goal setting or expectation setting exercise. Thereafter, the faculty member will be in touch with the industry mentor on Skype or conference call at mutually convenient timings. After their first visit to the industry along with the faculty mentors, students are expected to get an overview about the company, its operations, on the basis of which they submit an organizational analysis report. The students have already been briefed in the theory classes how to submit the organizational analysis, how to prepare and submit, and they should be able to submit approximately. It will contain about 10 pages in single line spacing in 12 font. The idea behind submission of organizational analysis is to make the students aware of the company setup and the business processes in the company. The deadline for submission is within 1 month from the first visit, that is approximately 15th of October 2017. Organizational analysis report by the student group will have 10% weightage towards the final score of every individual of the group, and these marks will be awarded by the faculty mentor. Thereafter, during the second visit to the company, industry mentor will brief the students about the project expectations on deliverables and modalities of data sharing. It will be good if the faculty mentor can visit the company during the second visit also, which will be very helpful for them to understand what the industry mentor is expecting from the students on the project. During this visit, students will get a complete idea of the expectations, and they will prepare a project plan document explaining the future plan for the allotted project. The project plan is to be submitted by 15th November 2017 to all the faculty mentors, and this will have 10% weightage in assessment, which will be awarded by you. After the project plan presentation, students will start working on the allocation on the allocated project. They can collect the data and do necessary analysis according to the project requirements. They must be in touch with the faculty and the industry mentor for their guidance and support. On completion of the project work, they will submit the final project report to the industry and faculty mentors between 31st January to 15th February 2018. The project report submitted by the student group will have 10% weightage in the final score of every individual in the group, and these marks will also be awarded by the faculty mentor. After submitting the project report, students will be asked to make a presentation on the project carried out by them. Project presentation will have a total weightage of 40%. Apart from the faculty mentor and the industry mentor, another independent faculty member will also participate during the presentation, and all three members will be awarding marks for the project presentation at the rate that faculty mentor will have 50% of the marks, whereas the industry mentor and the independent faculty mentor will award 25% marks each. In case if industry mentor cannot participate in the presentation due to any reason, FM will award 75% of the marks, and rest 25% will be awarded by the independent faculty. During the presentation, students may be subjected to a viva by the participants, that is faculty mentor, industry mentor, and the independent faculty member, to understand the contribution of each individual member to the project. Thereafter, we need to have an evaluation system. IIP is an AOL subject, so you will have to submit a final assessment in the AOL format to the IIO by 31st of March 2017. From this year onwards, IIP has been made as a part of CGPA computation also. Since these deadlines are monitored by the PGP office and the Dean Academics, I request you all to stick to these deadlines without fail. One few important points that you would like to know is, first thing is regarding the discipline to be followed by our students during the industry visits. I request all of you to apprise the students that they are going to carry the brand image of IIM Indore when they visit, and their visit to the factory and their behavior at the factory will have to be befitting to the standards of an IIM, and they must maintain the dignity and decorum of the institute. I request you to be in touch with the industry mentor from time to time to understand if there are any incidents of misbehavior or indiscipline from our students so that you can apply necessary course correction. It will be very, very important that we have close control on our students so that institute's name is not in any way impacted from the industry side. Apart from that, last time we have seen many of the students had difficulty in getting the data from the industry mentors. This time, while we are apprising the industry mentors on the need for sharing the data for successful completion of the project, I would also request you to be in touch with the industry mentors, and in case if the data is not received, in spite of your repeated requests, please apprise me so that I would talk to the industry mentor or his supervisors in the company to ensure that we get the data to complete the project in the way that the industry is expecting. During the whole process of the industry interface program, if you face any challenge, feel free to contact me or any of the executives of the industry interface office. Will always be standing by to offer the necessary help for any requirement that you may feel necessary. Thank you so much. Let's have a fruitful interaction during the industry interface program 2017. Thank you.